Well, hello and welcome to this Monday Minute. This is your host, Ken Freeman, and the topic of today's Monday Minute is the power of the press release. You are a nonprofit. Your nonprofit has a message. Your nonprofit has a need to be able to get your message to a community. And as the story goes, the problem is, so does every other agency. And while it may be true that you have a target community already on your email list, you need to know that even they get their primary information from a number of other available sources. First, they may check their email each day. Next, they're likely to read and glance at the morning news. We know they are likely to listen to the radio in the car, and most likely view the evening news on television. The problem is, which paper, which radio, which television channel are they watching or listening to? The solution lies in being able to construct an attention-getting, highly effective, targeted message that is distributed to a number of blogs, radio stations, news aggregators, and newspapers. The key is to take advantage of the power of the online press release. That's why I want you to type your name and email right here in this form to be able to get today's free download. It's a detailed report that you don't want to miss. It is imperative to have a great press release if you are doing any kind of marketing. If a press release isn't part of your marketing strategy, then you are missing another part of the puzzle that can bring you one step closer to the success you desire. If you are afraid to submit a press release, it could possibly be that you don't know how to write effectively. But don't let that hold you back. You're about to learn the tricks of the trade to writing a great press release that gets great results. The good news is this: it's easier than you think. What is a press release? It is nothing more than a news story, a factual article about you and your business. Who knows better than you about your business? Who is more qualified to write about your business? Who is more passionate? Do you get my point? Basically, anytime your organization has something new to tell the world, you need to write a press release. The main purpose of a press release is to educate and inform the world about what you have to offer. And the result of doing this is more credibility, publicity, and the ultimate goal, more customers, donors, volunteers, or followers, or whatever it may be in your line of business. It is absolutely vital in your overall marketing strategy to write as many great press releases as you can. An informative press release is far more valuable than any other form of advertising and can generate an astounding measure of new business for you. The best part is that it's entirely a free form of internet marketing, and it can connect you with both radio, newspaper, and television for very little investment. What makes a great press release? Well, here are 3 essential elements that you're going to need. First, you need a headline, an introduction, and a body. The headline is the most important piece, obviously, since this is the first words your reader will see. Take your time to write a compelling headline that will draw your readers into wanting to learn more. And if you need some inspiration, then take a look at other great press releases that draw you in, and then chances are they are drawing others in as well. And model your press release after something that is successful. Next is the introduction. Keep it short, keep it interesting, with an eye, again, on the drawing of the reader in further to your body. The body is the meat of your message. Start with your most compelling information first. It needs to have all of the elements of a great news story that would have, such as who, what, when, where, how, and why. Since great news stories are mainly about people, you need to focus these important aspects on people. And here are some tips for better press releases. Keep your press release short and to the point, never more than 400 to 500 words at most. Keep in mind that the most important information needs to be at the beginning of your press release, and always keep your press release truthful and factual. Don't let your sentences get too wordy or your paragraphs too long. Paragraphs should be no more than 3 or 4 sentences, and this would make your press release much more readable. Be sure to use keyword optimization as you write your paragraphs. Just like using keyword optimization for your website placement, keyword optimization is also critical for your press release. Pay attention to the details, making sure your spelling and grammar are correct. If they aren't, your press release will not be published. Don't send extraneous materials like pictures with your press release. If pictures are important, have a link in the body of your text leading to the external website to reference them. And then finally, there are two other components of a great press release that you might want to use to finish it off. First is a short About Us section. This provides the background information about you and your business. And second, you want to provide your contact information for those who would like to learn more about you and your business. Now, one other point I want to cover before we leave today's broadcast. How do you make yourself newsworthy? News is anything that other people are interested in. Being newsworthy consists of letting editors and reporters know you're doing something of interest to other people. Have an event, tell a story, create or participate in an occurrence, support, oppose, or even merely observe a friend or activity. Editors and producers have a tremendous challenge of coming up with new stories to fill their pages and air slots day by day, week after week, month after month, year after year. It isn't always as easy to fill that space. Therefore, you become their friend. You become their ally. Your achievements, along with your ability to publicize them properly and work cooperatively with the media representatives, will cause local editors to welcome you with open arms. Not only will you have a good shot at getting your press release printed and read, but perhaps several times in several different sections of the paper. But a reporter might even arrange a more in-depth story. And that is pure gold for you. So armed with this information, you are now ready to implement another major tool in your marketing toolbox for your continued web success. Again, to get the full report, I want to urge you to type your name and email in the form just below this video to get today's download. You'll be glad you did. This has been another issue of the Monday Minute. Remember, keep up the good work that you're doing. You are making a difference. The other side just can't stand it. Until next week, when I bring you another Monday Minute, this is Ken Freeman saying I can't wait to meet with you. I really, really look forward to being with you. Tell a friend, won't you, about the Monday Minute, and join me next week for another look at a helpful resource for your center.